अर्जुन उवाच किं तद्ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मं किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तमा अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदेवं किमुच्यते. Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the Self? What are fruitive activities? What is this material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me. अधियज्ञः कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः. Who is the Lord of sacrifice and how does he live in the body, O Madhusudana? And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? Shri Bhagwan Uvac Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavo Dhyatmamuchyate Bhuta Bhavod Bhavakaro Visargaha Karma Sangnitah. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the indestructible, transcendental living entity is called Brahman and his eternal nature is called Adhyatma, the Self. Action pertaining to the development of the material bodies of the living entities is called Karma or fruitive activities. Adhibhutam charo bhavah purushaschaधिदैवतम् अधियज्ञोऽहमेवात्र देहे देहभृतां वरा. O best of the embodied beings, the physical nature which is constantly changing is called Adhibhuta, the material manifestation, the universal form of the Lord which includes all the demigods like those of the sun and the moon is called Adhideva, and I, the Supreme Lord, represented as the Super Soul in the heart of every embodied being, am called Adhiyagnya, the Lord of sacrifice. Antakale cha mameva स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति स मद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone at once, attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam त्यजत्यन्ते कलेवरं तं तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभावितः. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. Tasmat sarvesu kalesu मामनुस्मरयुध्य च मय्यर्पित मनोबुद्धि मामे वैश्यस्य संशयः. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting with your activities dedicated to me, and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa nanyagāmina paramam purusham divyam yati parthanuchintayan. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path. He, O Partha, is sure to reach me. Kavim Puranam Nushashitaram Anoraniyam Samanusmaretya Sarvasya Dhataram Chintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasaha Parastat. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, as He who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and he is transcendental beyond this material nature. प्रयाणकाले मनसाचलेन भक्तया युक्तो योग बलेन चैव भ्रुवोर्मध्ये प्राणवेश्य सम्यक् सतं परं पुरुषम् उपैति दिव्यम्. One who at the time of death fixes his life air between the eyebrows and by the strength of yoga, with an undeviating mind, engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord in full devotion, will certainly attain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yadaksharam Veda Vedo Vadanti Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaragaha Yadikshanta Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Sangrahen Pravakshe. Persons who are learned in the Vedas, who utter Omkara, and who are great sages in the renounced order, enter into Brahman. Desiring such perfection, one practices celibacy. I shall now briefly explain to you this process by which one may attain salvation. Sarvadvarani Sanyamya Manoradi Nirudhya Cha Murdhanyadhyatmanaha Pranam Asthito Yoga Dharanam. The yogic situation is that of detachment from all sensual engagements, closing all the doors of the senses and fixing the mind on the heart and the life air at the top of the head. One establishes himself in yoga. Om Mityekaksharam Brahma Vyaharan Mamanusmaran Yaha Prayati Tyajan Deham Sayati Paramam Gatim. After being situated in this yoga practice and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letters, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planets. Ananya Chetaha Satatam Yo Mam Smarati Nityasaha Tasyaham Sulabha Partha Nitya Yuktasya Yoginaha. For one who always remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain. O son of Pratha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanah samsiddhim paramam gataha. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection.